Don't you think you ought to tell me who you are first?
Why?
On a bright, sunny, or rainy day, I can listen to Rene. Topics of the day: why sex don't match the love, our relationship sucks, why the boys play, experience immaturity, politics and currency gains, economics. Spotify it, you can find it. Sign of the times for the deaf, dumb, and blind. Don't miss it. Call the number one, state your name and what's your interest. Rene.
Well, hey, everybody. It's the cool cat, Kelly. What's up, everybody? It is your favorite podcast girl, Rene. And welcome back, you guys. I'm back. So maybe I should welcome myself back because I was missing in action last week. But guess what? Today it is. Today is my birthday. Yay. Isn't that awesome? I'm so happy to be here with you guys. I feel blessed to have a new year of life. I really, really do. Trust and believe me. I'm telling you, it is a blessing. 45 fucking years young. Like, seriously, like, I don't feel it. I don't feel a fucking day over it. I swear my bones are in perfect order and they don't crack. They don't ache. I get the best sleep every single night. I know. I'm just trying to speak good things into the universe and, making it feel as though like, maybe those things will come back around for me. But I don't know. Maybe they are lost. Captain's log. It is Stargate. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this. I know that it's going to take some time for things to maybe readjust, get better for me. Maybe I'm just on a different pattern now of life because I am a little older. But yes, like I said, welcome to 45 and welcome back, you guys. I'm glad you're here. I hope you've been having a really good week. My week has been pretty decent. It's been a short as fuck week, okay? Like, seriously, I got back on Monday and we were off because it was a holiday, okay? And then, I was working only Tuesday and Wednesday. And so that was like my Thursday, Friday. Okay. And then from there, I was off ever since Wednesday. Well, I'm sorry, Thursday. Look, I was about to be all loud and fucking wrong with it. Like I was all Wednesday. I know, right? No, dummy, you worked Wednesday. So let's go Thursday, Friday. Today I'm off and it's my birthday. And then tomorrow it's just Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday. I don't go back to work till Wednesday. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, so I'm off enjoying my time. I'm sorry I'm late, you guys. I was talking to a good girlfriend of mine. I haven't talked to her in a long time. And I was, just chatting away. And I was like, look at the time. It is flying by. I've got to go. So if you're new to the show, welcome. Everyone wants to welcome you for being here. Okay. It's a great place to be on a Saturday. That's what we do. Saturday is that's our day. Never know. You never know what you're gonna get because I'm gonna give you something different. I am here to entertain you, put a smile on your face, drop some jewels, and then pat you on your ass and send you on your way. So, if you're new to the show, won't you follow me, please, here on Spreaker? This is my girl, Spreaker. Also on all streaming platforms. That's Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google, anywhere where there's podcasts. I'm streaming. I'm over there. I'm there. Check it out. K Rene Show. I also have a YouTube page. Please follow me there because see then, honey, you get the live edition of me. You get to see me and I would love for you to be able to get a different take on the show because I do it live and I do it in my studio, which I call my bunker, and it is K Rene Show. Please subscribe. I love that. I usually drop a new episode on Saturdays and if not, no later than Sunday. And I love when you comment and you give feedback and you share it, you like it, and it helps it to circulate in the world to everyone that needs to see it. So I do appreciate that. So yeah, I'm back. I got some good shit going on today. So as for me being the mature 45, as they say, 45 or 45, whatever way you want to say it, I appreciate it. And if you want to, send me $1, if you'd like, you can do that. My Cash App is KR Show. Thank you. Because I think $1 is great. $1 goes a long way. It adds up. $1 adds up fast. So I'm just saying. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to go out to dinner with a couple of good people, which is people I call my family. My mom, my auntie, my niece, my good friend, my other good friend, my niece's children, which is my little children, my little ponies, and her fiance. So it's going to be a good time. And then later tonight, you know what I'm doing. It's a house motherfucking music party, baby. I'm so excited for that. Yes. Okay. I can't wait because it is going to be a good time. Do you hear what I'm saying? Ow! Like really a good time. A good time for your mind and your body and your soul. Man, this couldn't have been the best. I mean, this could be more perfect birthday. You know what I mean? And I get to go out and dance later. My little spot that I tell you about. So yes, party tonight. There's a good DJ coming down. He used to be a DJ here, but he relocated to New York. So he's coming down tonight. So it's going to be great to hear him spin. And, the party goes until 4:00 in the morning. So it's going to be a good night. It's a little cloudy here today. I don't know where you are, where you're, listening and tuning in, but it did do a little rain dance, I didn't like that, but whatever. It's going to be what it's going to be. I'm still wearing the shit I want to wear. It's Beyonce coming out tonight, baby. You know what I mean? So I'm coming up. So I can't wait to get dressed. I really can't wait to feel really, appreciated and celebrated and beautiful, in my own way. I love my little dress. You will see it. I will post pictures. Well, you'll see. It's usually you got to check in the community, when you're on my YouTube page, and you'll see like where it pops up of where I post little shorts and the pictures. So I'll definitely post one for you guys to see the da-da-da, baby, the da-da-da. So that is what I'm doing. And tomorrow, to just finish it off, to put the icing on the cake and the birthday candles inside, I'm going to go see Beetlejuice. I've heard nothing but great things about this movie. I am so fucking excited. Woo. Yeah, I'm excited. I heard really good things. I don't see nothing of any bad reviews. And for it to come out the day before my birthday, they had early showings, but I'm still going to go with the fact that it came out yesterday. Okay. So you get over it. But I felt like it was another way to celebrate. And now that I have my son who was very interested in it and he watched it and he loved it and he wanted to see this one. So we're going to have a son mommy date tomorrow for the movies and lunch and just enjoy mommy's birthday. So I'm going to have a talk with him and let him know, like, yes, please laugh at the parts that are funny because I want you to do that. But I don't want you talking. Okay. You can't talk to me. You can't do nothing. All right. Nothing at all. So please just chill out and make sure that with you being chill, that you basically know that it's all good. Okay. So enjoy yourself like everybody else is going to enjoy themselves. But basically, we're going to have to chill and you cannot be asking a lot of questions. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to understand that that's what we're going to do because it's important for us to understand that that's what we have to do. You understand? Yes. And Michael Keaton's a Virgo and Tim Burton is a Virgo. Like, seriously? Like, it makes sense now that they would be ones to be playing these parts. And then Michael Keaton with all the other roles he has played. I'm Batman. You know, like the shit Tim Burton has put together, like Coraline and Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, come on, like, yo, this dude is genius and crazy, like spooky crazy. And it's just great. That I love it. I love it. And plus the sarcasm that Beetlejuice has, like, as a Virgo, like, really. And he turned 73 the other day. So let's clap it up for fucking motherfucking Michael Keaton, okay? Yes. So, and Tim Burton's birthday was, I believe, yesterday. Not yesterday. I'm sorry. It was Tuesday or it was last week on Friday. And so it's right within that time frame, but I know he's Virgo. So I remember that because I have one of those things that, you know, gives me the updates of birthdays every morning when I get my alarm to go off. I don't want to say the name because she's very, very close by, but you know who I'm talking about. Yeah. So anyway, moving on. Like I said, I was absent yesterday. Last week. Oh, I'm so fucked up. Like, I'm not really, but I'm good. Like, I'm feeling good. Like, I'm on that kind of time. So it's a new dawn. It's a new day. Yes, you know, so yeah, and it's a celebration. So anyway, I'm back. I'm going to get myself from being twisted up. So I was missing in action last week. You didn't have an episode. And that's because I told you I was going on vacation. And you guys, you know, I know you missed me. I know you miss me. I know you miss me. So I am back and I want to tell you guys all about it. And, you know, so can I do that? Is that going to work out for us? Can I do that? Is that cool?
Won't you tell us all about it?
Start at the beginning.
Yeah. And when you come to the end, stop.
Yeah. So let's take it on down here and let's get to the nitty gritty. So last weekend, to kind of pregame my birthday, I went off to New Orleans. Yes, darling. I went to New Orleans and it was a fabulous time. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I went 5 years ago. And with the fact that I went 5 years ago, it was for my 40th birthday. And so by me going 5 years later, after, of course, I went, of course, in 2019 because that was pre-pandemic. So it was really different and, you know, it was a different kind of vibe. And I enjoyed myself not equally the same, but they were both different. But within the measure of it all, I think I enjoyed my time more this go round as opposed to the last trip, the first one that I went on when I turned 40. And I will give all the breakdown as to within the reason as to why. Because this really, one, it showed within my maturity. And then two, how the city within itself had changed. And, three, it was familiar to me because I had been there and I did get my sea legs going to know where, I had to be and maneuver around. But, it again, going by yourself and not with people, it made the trip, like I said, totally different. And, would I do that again? Yes, I would definitely do this again. It was an adventure, and now I think, as I like to say within my motto of everything, third time is a charm. So I feel like by me going back the third time, I'm going to stay at a different place and get a different vibe and experience from being in that type of setting at that hotel, if you will. Now, I didn't have any problems as far as within the fact of where I was staying. I was quite comfortable, but it was a trip, like I said, that was good, but it is also one to remember. So let me explain how things kind of got started for me. Let me give you a preliminary, as if you will. Picture it. Baltimore, 2024. Okay. So I'm on my way, going, on a Thursday. I'm pre-gaming out because I gotta get my eyebrows done. And of course, I'm flying out Friday. So, gotta get my eyebrows done. So I'm on my way to my appointment and I'm just minding my fucking business, driving. And I'm driving in with traffic. It's my turn to be driving. And out of nowhere, this guy with a winter hat. Picture this. A winter hat on, black. That one that you can pull down over the top of your ears and block the wind, looking like Elmer Fudd, I'm hunting a wabbit, that kind of fucking hat. And a cigarette in his mouth. And so all I heard was boom. And I was like, what the fuck? And this guy, again, like I said, on a fucking bike, just pedals not all the way into the frame of my truck, but for the fucking part of where he basically pedaled to, it's like he curved the bike to turn it so that the whole frame didn't go into my truck, if you can understand that. So he threw himself off of the bike so that he could fall into the street. This was just so fucking nuts. And I, rolled the window down and everything. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, are you okay? Really, in so many words, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because not more so as hopefully that he didn't break anything, but one, you're so wrong because you are not even paying attention to where you're going. And you're just riding a bike coming into traffic. That was out of sane. I mean, it was out of control and it was insanity. So he gets up, he picks a bike up and he gives me the fucking thumbs up signal. Everything's all good out here. And then gets back on the bike. Mind you, he never dropped his fucking cigarette. Ever. And then he rides off into the sunset. So I'm like, whoa. And this shit shook the shit out of me. Because I'm like, yo, what's going on? Don't stay the fuck off the drugs. Because it's really a big issue, okay? It's a problem, a really big problem. So anyway, moving right a fucking along, the next following day, not the next following day, I got my eyebrows done. As I proceeded, I checked my truck, nothing was wrong. I kept moving, went to my appointment. On my way back home, this girl and guy gets into an accident at the light. She was so wrong. This is a way I take all the time to get myself back home. And I don't know what the hell she was looking at, but the guy got out. I thought he was going to turn into a super scion. He was like, fuck. fuck, like looking like a very X-cast of a Mighty Morphin fucking Power Ranger, just built and huge and short. And I was like, holy shit. And I was just thinking to myself, like, please don't let this shit be this way, to get me started before I even go away on my fucking vacation. But yet and still, it's too many things going on right now, and it's not good, and I don't like it. Mind you, I'm looking at the weather and I'm seeing rain in the forecast in New Orleans, and I'm like, come the fuck on. Like 77% chance of rain, high percentages, chance of thunderstorms, this part of the night, whatever part of the day. I'm just like, no, I'm not packing stuff for rain. I'm packing comfortable fucking like onesie t-shirt dresses and stuff and cute shit that just dresses. That I want to wear and be comfortable in, with the little tennis shoes I know I'm bringing, because I know their streets are fucking rough and there's going to be walking that I have to do. And no, I'm not bringing other things. This is what it's going to be. So I'm like, well, let me pack the poncho. Let me pack at least 2 pairs of lightweight kind of leggings, just to kind of offset a couple of things if I need it, depending on what time this rain is going to come. So anyway, I move right along, I get everything situated. It's Friday. I head on out to the airport, no problems. Okay, everything is good. Everything is fine. Get on my plane. Everything is fine. Get there. It was so cool. The transaction of me picking my bags up, going out the same door where the baggage claim was at, and to find myself just getting in a line because every cab driver was just in line and pulling up for the next person, And they have a set rate for the cab. So it's $36 to just bring you into the city. It's a set rate, and that's what it is. So I was like, I appreciate that. That was less than what a fucking Uber would cost round trip to get to and from, because, it's Uber or Lyft. And so it would have been more. Trust and fucking believe. Surcharges at that. So this was very convenient. I get there, I check in, they give me these cool ass drink coupons that I can go and use at the bar that's connected to the hotel. The room is beautiful, the flooring, the shower, the bathroom, it's black, it's marbly, it's great. If you hear me with this that noise in the back, I keep hitting my hand on this cookie bag. And it's like, I think I subconsciously just want to fucking just eat it. I'm serious, but I'm gotta talk to you. So, cause I haven't eaten today, and it's not because I'm nervous about anything and I'm trying to look slimmer in my dress. First of all, I tried my dress on. I know I went down a fucking rabbit hole. I'm gonna get back, but it fits fine. And so that cookie ain't gonna make or break me, and me not eating is not doing anything but making me hungry. But I'm gonna get to that after I'm finished talking to you. So, I settled into my room, and I was, turned the TV on, made it very comfortable for myself, unpacked my bag a bit, not everything, because, I don't put everything in drawers at hotels. It's just weird for me. But, yeah, and I still bring my own little blanket and my own little special pillow that I want to lay on, and I use their other things to accompany me as far as to feel comfortable as well. But anyway, I was like, I'm going to go out for a second, take it in for a minute, see if it's familiar, how it feels, if it's what I remember it to be, all those great things. So I went outside, did just that, It was like the atmosphere, the band, the brass band, the trumpets, the horns, everything was playing, they were doing their, they were doing all of that, you get the gist, especially if you've been there to New Orleans or you listen to brass music or jazz music, what I was trying to give you there. So anyway, I went back in and my TV was off. So I was like, I didn't turn the fucking TV off, but whatever. Let me turn it back on. So I turned the TV back on. It came back on and everything. So I was like, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to change up. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to go eat dinner, walk the beat a bit. Plus, I wanted to just enjoy yourself. Wanted to get my herbal essence in. And, I went to the Vampire Cafe. delicious food. The waiters, the waitresses, they all got fangs. It was my place to be, honey. I had a good time. It was so cool in there. I really enjoyed it. And the atmosphere was cool. And I took a picture with the vampire girl. So if you go to my YouTube page, you'll see like a little bit of a reel that I put together, which is also on my TikTok, which you can follow me there at Rene Show. And you can get a little bit of a clipping of, you know, how it kind of looked and it went down, so that you can kind of put all of this with the story as how I break down my trip to you guys. But yeah, she was very, very sweet. And she gave me a special card. And it basically was saying, you know, if you take it to this place, which was called Fritzel's, it's a jazz club, and you seek out the vampire that's in the courtyard and you tell them the vampire sent you, they will, you know, let you go into an enchanted place and, you know, whatever, something special. And I was like, okay, so you have to have this card. If you don't have the card, you know, you're not fucking getting in. So, you know, I put that in my back pocket. Okay. I was like, I might want to go and see how enchanting this may be, you know, on another time, another day, because I just got there. So I passed by another place that looked very good as far as I wanted to eat there, and I made sure I put that also on my little list of places I need to be in the place to be. Especially when it comes to the food and the pastries, it's just it's delicious. So, you know, I went on back around on the other side of Bourbon Street and everything, and went to a spot. They were playing music. They were a really dope little band. The lead singer had this big ass huge, like, you know, Jackson 5 afro, long like slacks, and they were very draggy on the floor. Gray jacket. Like, he was cool. One of the guitar players had like a blonde little short bob wig on with like a baseball hat, you know, giving kind of like Pearl Jam vibe with the flannel shirt tied around the waist and the, you know, jeans shorts and, you know, that look. But yeah, I vibed well in there. It was cool. I went upstairs and thought I was gonna, you know, just kind of sit down, but, you know, my first fucking stranger danger, because they attract to me. They do. Anybody, I don't know, I give off that energy, that vibe. And it was this drunk ass lady, and she was so tore off her ass, and she was, you know, I asked was somebody sitting next to her, and she said, "You're sitting there. It's your seat. You can sit there." And I was like, "Well, thank you." So I sat next to her, and then, you know, I'm just minding my fucking business, because that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to use this seat. And she was saying, they're fucking mad at me. And I'm like, who? Fuck is mad at you? And so she's like, they want me to come down there, and I'm not sitting down there. I don't want to do what they want me to do. I want to do what the fuck I want to do. I'm like, okay, all right, well, just, you know, chill out. What's the problem? So anyway, with all that being said, she was saying it was her husband's birthday, so he was down there giving her, like, you know, the I had the time of my life, when he, you know, told her to run to him so, you know, she could jump in his arms and stuff. And he was trying to wave her down to come back down there with him and dance, and she's like, I'm not going down there. I'm like, well, don't, you know, but just, you know, kind of chill, you know. And basically, people were coming upstairs trying to get her to come downstairs, and she wouldn't budge. And so at one point they played her fucking song, and that's what she said, because that's how I know that. She said, "That's my song." And then she got the fuck up and she left. And I was like, fuck yeah, cool. That's cool. So anyway, I stayed a little while, and then I wound up venturing out and going on down to the area, you know, where the children were, because baby, it was Southern Decadence, okay? And if you don't know what Southern Decadence is the last creme de la creme, shing de la shing of the gay pride for New Orleans. And people come there far and wide. And when I say people, I mean rich white men and black men and Indian men and all men that probably are our doctors and fucking podiatrists and heart surgeons and them, and then they get to come down there and they get to barely put fucking clothes on. That's what the fuck they get to do. They come down there and they got harnesses on and they got on socks, or thongs, or very just short shorts. They're ball huggers. The balls are not hugging anything because they're not secured. They got shirts hanging out the back of their shorts because I guess that's the bear tail. Maybe they're chasing tail. Maybe that's the calling. I wanted to ask, but I feel like maybe I put it together now as I'm now gone, that's what it was. So I went down there because they were the highlight of my motherfucking day. They walked through that fucking Bourbon Street area during the daytime like that, during the midday, during the nighttime. And at some point, some of them had respect to put on other kinds of clothing for the daytime when it wasn't nothing really going on or being lit about. But this is where they become very free. I didn't see a lot of females. I didn't see a lot of the girls. But men definitely were hot and heavy down there. So I stayed in their territory because every hip hop club I went by, I felt out of place and old. I felt like the auntie. And I am the auntie because I have nieces. And I felt like, I don't know them songs. And I wasn't going in there. And I curved them and maneuvered around and moved past them very bougie. Like, excuse me. Like, I can't be even going in there. I didn't know the line dance thing they were doing in the strip area. I felt like that was me when I was here 5 years ago. The 40, that 39, that 40. Yeah, I could do that, but I didn't know that. And I felt very maturely as I was coming into being fortifying that's not my scene. So I was looking for the jazz clubs, or I was down there with the children. So that's where I mixed and mingled at for my highlights. And, as far as, my evenings out, it was cool. I went back to my room that night when I felt like it was late enough. And, I went to turn the TV on, and the TV would not come on. So I called downstairs and I told them, and she said, I'll have somebody, check it tomorrow. I was like, perfect. I'm going on the swamp tour, cool. So in the morning I left out, got some really great coffee at the French truck company. It was one of them. I can't remember right now, but it's all of those words together somewhere. And, they had good coffee, and I went in there, got some coffee, and then, got on the bus, rode with a lot of people to get us to where the swamp tour was going to take off. Everybody on my fucking bus went on the other boat. I was the only one on my bus that got picked up that was going on the other boat that was covered, because I kept seeing rain in the forecast, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to be out there. I did the powered boat one before when I was there. So I said, well, let me book this one then, since they're calling for this rain, and I don't want to be on the fucking swamp tour and having a miserable time because I'm in a hot ass poncho or it's raining, and then, I'm not having fun. So with that being said, that was pretty much okay. But anyway, I met these girls on there, and they were also there for her friend's birthday. They had came from Mississippi, and, they, was going to try to link up with me. We exchanged numbers and everything. And, they were asking where I was staying at, and they were like, oh yeah, they was like, I heard that hotel is haunted. And I'm like, no, I haven't had no, issues or problems or anything like that. So anyway, moving right along, went on back to, doing my little thing, got back on the bus and got off the bus, went to Cafe du Monde, got my little beignets and some coffee, and then took a little stroll through Jackson Park, and, that was cool. Checked out the art, listened to the band, the brass band. Again, they were down in the area because there's thousands of them all around. It was just so normal. And listening to them play. The trumpet guy asked, could he marry me? I was like, no, Trumpet Lou, I can't marry you. We took a picture he wanted to take a picture. They were sweet. They played a little song for me. And, I went on about my little business, and Dave, phone was dying out and everything. They had a big ass protest going on with people with anti-gay, anti-sex, and, because of the type of weekend it was, that shit was crazy. The cops were there. It was out of control, but it didn't get violent or anything like that. People were still, enjoying their time, but they can protest peacefully. Anybody can say what they want to say peacefully. But, went on about my day, went back to the room, checked in with the lady at the front desk, asked her, did anybody go up and check my fucking TV? And she was like, yeah, comes to my knowledge that everyone, people are in the hotel are all having issues with their TV and some Wi-Fi issues as well, and because it's so crowded and busy down here, there's a interruption in the signal, and they're working on it, so unfortunately it's nothing we can do right now about it. I said, okay. But as the Virgo I am, I packed my tablet just in case of emergency backups, because in case it was times I didn't have anything to do and I wanted to watch TV and I needed to be able to connect to something, I wasn't going to do it on my phone. So damn right, I had my tablet. So I said, okay, let me go and charge up my phone, go in the room. And then, I was like, fuck it. Let me use these little drink coupons they gave me. I'm going to go down to the bar, let my phone charge for a little bit, and just unwind differently. It's my pre-fucking birthday. What the fuck am I doing upstairs in the room? Maybe this is a sign from the universe that the TV shouldn't be working so I can get the fuck outside. So I venture off over to the bar next door. I'm in there. I'm using one of my coupons. I'm chit-chatting with the bartender. She's very nice. Her name was Bailey. And all of a sudden, I'm joined with company. They come in. It's two ladies and a guy with a little Yorkie dog. And I'm, kind of in the mid part of the bar itself. So, I'm just chilling with my drink. And, they came in with this big ass bag of candy. It was like maybe 3-pound bag of Jelly Bellies, the assorted kind, and some turtles, the chocolate turtles. And they were already pre-fucking lit. Like, they were already fucking on their own fucking time. So, and they were on their own fucking time. I can say this. The husband was nice. The wife was not. She sat on the left of me. He sat on the right with me. He chit-chatted with me. He actually bought one of my drinks that I had. And I felt her energy that she was either jealous and not really liking me, all of it. So I thought I would kind of throw her in the mix as well, to let her not feel like no one was leaving her out. And then she just kept saying to her husband, like every time he would ask me something, they were surprised I was there by myself. He was asking what had I gone and done, and telling me some things I could go and do. Told me about the Carousel bar that was in the Monteleone, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out. And then I was trying to, like I said, incorporate her with the energy and the vibe. And, I tried to compliment her on her little outfit that she had. And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, that is very nice. Her name was Chris. His name was Mike. And her friend name was Lisa. It should have been fucking Wendy and Lisa. Fucking crazy. Lisa was a fucking dingbat. She was, I think, drunk more than anybody. Out of the three of them, she was the worst. And then, I was like, oh, is that like a 2-piece or a 1-piece? She was like, it's 2 different pieces. She was like, the gays love me here. I was like, okay, bitch. I wanted to be like, and the gays love me in motherfucking Baltimore, ho. Okay. Don't gag too hard over yourself. I'm just making you feel a little special because you felt like you looked a little left the fuck out. So I thought I would swing a little conversation your way. She kept, interrupting in a sense and was like, Mike, you sound like a jerk. You sound like that. I said, God, leave her alone. Can't you see she's holding her bag? Like, you're giving her, like, vibes. It's like, I'm like, oh my gosh. He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, Chris. And sometimes when you talk, it just sounds like, blah, 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 I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, oh, whatever, like in so many words, get over yourself. So basically she was like, well, in her own company with her little friend, her neighbor friend. And I was like, okay, like this is so weird. And he was telling me if I go to the carousel bar, do not sit in the zebra seat because people will get the idea of you being a swinger or you're into swingers. And so, I should have maybe have picked up on something within themselves. And basically should have got a fucking to-go cup because you can carry your drinks in the street on Bourbon Street and stuff there or in around within the area in general as long as you put it in a cup. So I should have got my shit to go. And, me not knowing he bought me another drink anyway because I was ready to cash out because I asked for that drink. But I didn't know he took care of that part. And I'm sure his wife was pissed off at that as well. Maybe the fact I didn't bite the worm on the fucking rod because I didn't take their fucking candy. And then her friend got up, Lisa. And like I said, she was the worst of all because she came over and was like, you're by yourself? I was like, yeah, I am. She's like, it's so good to travel. You don't have to worry about girls and then itineraries and them wanting to do stuff and everybody to gotta be on the same page. She was like, I don't have any time. She was like, the worst fucking vacation I had was the people trying to put me on I was like, oh my fucking goodness, I gotta get out of here. I don't want to be in. She was like, when people's trying to eat breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning. Who eats breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning? That's fucking gross. It's gross. I'm like, yeah. Those fucking gross people that eat breakfast in the morning. How dare you? Yeah, I'd rather eat like around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, yeah, you guys everyone needs water. I drunk my last drink so fucking fast. Like, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I feel like, painting the roses red. I'm painting the roses red. I had to go. And that's when I then found out the drink was paid for. It was a very weird vibe, you guys. If you could only feel and imagine. And the bar was not very well lit. It was very dim. And I'd rather have went to go hang out with the fucking vampires or something again. Like, seriously, the vibe... It was weird in there. It was giving get out. So I went and got something to eat because I felt like my blood sugar was mighty, mighty low and I needed something to eat. So I went and got something to eat, went back to my room. Again, TV's still not working. So, I'm like, all right, whatever. Took a shower. I was like, I'm going to get dressed. Go back out, walk around, herbally herbs, chilling out. And I just happened, I think, hopefully, maybe it was me, that was just like a little lily to the sky. But this big, like, cockroach, I was just chilling out, standing, people watching. And I swear this thing was like the size of like a tree frog size little cockroach. I swear he was like, went through my legs like a tunnel and stuff, some sort. And it was so weird. And I was like, oh my God. And I did like this hot step, kind of step. And like, and the guy looked at me and I'm looking at him like, did you not just fucking see that? But he looked at me so unfazed, like, are you okay? Like in his mind. And then there was a lady sitting up at like a psychic table in the area of the strip and she didn't look phased either. And I'm wondering, like, did I just fucking hallucinate that shit? Like, is this shit really here or I don't know. So I decided, go back down to your happy place, bitch. Go back down there where the kids are, where the music and the strip, the people, the vibe. You can go down there. So I did. I went down there. There was a lady down there with no shoes on, just a skirt, and she was singing, or sometimes she just talked to herself. She'd do all of it. It was very weird. I left her alone. She left me the fuck alone. It was interesting. So I felt like I had stayed out late that night. So I decided I'm going to head back up. It's a little humidity there. So I was like, I'm going to take like a little quick shower, Because I'm doing a lot of walking, especially within the strip and off the strip, so yeah, and I like walking. So I go in the bathroom, get back to my room. I go in the bathroom and there's a fucking lizard in the fucking shower. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm staring this thing down for like, I don't know, like several minutes. And I'm like, maybe if I get a cup and capture him, I can call maintenance and they can come up and finish the rest of this shit out. This fucking thing was so fucking fast, you guys. This shit crawled so fucking quick up the side of the wall and camouflaged in with the whole fucking background of the fucking side of the shower. And again, it's black and like a white striped marbly. So this fucking thing got ghost and disappearant on me. I don't know where he went. So I just said, I can't do this. I shut the fucking bathroom door and I left out and I started Googling, like, what do lizards do to humans? Like, in so many words, can I go to sleep tonight? Like, how the fuck did this shit get in here? So I told the lady the next day. I know the people at the fucking front desk was like, this bitch got a story every fucking day. It's something. I'm like, hey, there was a lizard in my shower and here's fucking... maybe the fucking hotel is fucking haunted. And she's like, oh, wow, that must have been really scary. I said, yeah. And they're fast. I said, yes. Is that common? Is that normal down here? Like, is that what we do? Is that y'all thing? And she was like, that must be why the drain in my house must be acting the way it is. There might be lizards in the drain. I'm like, you know what? Let me get the fuck up out of here. But you know what was funny? My TV started working again on Sunday. So, yay. But it was the adventure day for my one last hoorah. So I, used it and went out and, I went to the parade that they had to end off their Southern Decadence. Billy Porter was there, y'all. I was like, Billy! Because Billy's a Virgo, too. It's our fucking season. You better just know. It's our time. This is our time, our year. Happy New Year, Virgos. Whenever your birthday is, this is our new year. We all have New Year when it's supposed to be 1/1/2025. That one is going to be the start of all of our new year. But your new year personally starts on your birthday because you start a new year. You made it through around the sun within a year. So you're here and you get to start anew. So that's how I felt. Yeah, I'm starting something whole and new this new year of my life. So anyway, I went out, did my lunch thing after the parade, went and got some gree bags. I had a good little outing afternoon, went down, listened to some more jazz music down at the park. I decided to take my little card and use it to its better good. So I went to go and meet the vampire, and it was so funny. I went in the little jazz spot, I got my drink, and I told the girl, like, I'm here to see the meet the vampire. She's like, you're gonna have to go back there in the courtyard. And I was like, where? She's like, where it says exit. No, where it says, it said exit only. No, it said do not enter. It's something was on the door within the fact, like, it would deter you from going back there. But I think more so it does actually say exit only. And she was like, the courtyard is back there. So I went back there. You guys, I fucking feel like he should have been named Lisette. He had his cat back there. The cat was knocked the fuck out. He had his all black on, his knife on the side, his black wave hair, his fluorescent eyes and his fangs, and he was not talking to me. I had to talk to him because that's the thing. You got to tell them, and it's a speakeasy. So speakeasy places are places that you ask for abstinence. They do tarot readings, tea readings, vampire, things like that. They might have voodoo shit going on. So yeah, those are speakeasies. So you got to have certain things to say to get the access. And so I told him all gilly and fucking, I was like, I'm here to see I said, the vampire sent me. And and I gave him my card, and he was like, so they have. I said, yes. He said, did you buy that drink inside? I said, I did. He said, you'll have to finish that first. No rush, but you cannot take that inside. I said, okay, cool. I'll sit back here. So I had my little clove. I wanted to talk to him so bad, but I don't think he was up for no fuck shit or conversation. So I was like, I'm just going to leave him alone. So, other people were coming in. They were tripping. They were like, I'm here to see the vampire. I'm like, oh my God, you guys got to be so fucking stupid. You ruin it. But, yeah, it was real cool once I finished my drink, and he was like, right this way. And he opened the door, and you go up this little windy staircase. There's another cat up there, and the bar is called Potions, and they're vampires, and they got the piano and the purple velvet couch and the book about New Orleans vampires. There's a lady that does tea readings and tarot and all of that. So I got a spiked tea reading. It was really cool. The tea was really good. So, I basically hung out, talked to this other person that was in there for a little while. I left, went back to the hotel, kind of, showered up, changed up, my last little walk out. And then I just kind of went out and about, did my own little thing again. And then, I decided I wasn't going to stay out too late because it was my flight home the next day. So went in and, basically rested up, got up in the morning, went to the airport, Got to Tampa because Tampa is where I had to basically connect my flight to go back home, so that I could get back home at the time I wanted to arrive back home. And my motherfucking bag decided she didn't want to take the fucking flight with me. So this bitch is still in fucking Tampa once I get back to Baltimore. I'm like, what the hell? So I had to put in a claim and tell them my bag didn't come back. Didn't know which bitch felt like working. But anyway, make a long story short, they filled out the information. I kept checking my alerts. I was not a happy camper, but I was very grateful I had all of my credentials and all of the things that were important that I needed. My car keys, my wallet, my money, all of that thing. The fact of not having my child with me, which was my luggage at the time, and my shit with me, my toiletries, my clothes, my gifts I had to give to people when I came back, like that shit, that part. But they said the bag was going to be on the plane at 6:00 in the evening, get back probably to Baltimore, I think a little after 8. They asked, did I want it delivered or did I want to get a flight credit and come back out and pick it up? I said, fuck you. I am going to have you guys deliver that shit like a DoorDash. Bring me my shit because I'm not flying nowhere no time soon to use no fucking credit. Thank you. So they sent me, no, they weren't sending me alerts. I wasn't getting any information. Just kept saying my bag was still trying to be located. So I called and the bitch was like, did you get any alerts? I said, no, that's why I'm calling. They said that it's supposed to be on the 6:05 flight and it's after that. And it's still telling me that you guys haven't located my bag. No, it's going to be on that flight. I said, well, that's why I'm calling and that's what I'm telling you. It's not giving me alerts to tell me that that's been updated. That's why, oh, I see what you're saying. But bitch, that's what I told you when I called. That's what I was saying. Anyway, y'all, make a long story short, I was trying to figure out and calculate how much longer I had to stay up late because I have to work the next morning, okay? And I got to take my son to school. So no matter what, I still got to get up early, whether I was off or not. But the fact that they didn't even alert me to tell me my motherfucking bag was sitting on my porch. I didn't see that until after 1 a.m. of the fact that my door camera went off as to tell me, as if she's right there, like standing on the edge of the step, like as if her drunk ass couldn't walk to the screen door. I was so hot, but I was grateful that my neighborhood is safe, that nobody that wasn't going to be in their right mind, that could have been walking around at that time of morning, would have saw my luggage just sitting there. Like, okay, let's see what that is. Maybe it's free. No. And I'm glad that I had my alert up to hear my camera, but maybe they didn't feel like ringing the bell. I don't care. If your luggage appears at 3 a.m, I don't care what time it is. Ring my bell. You see the porch light is on for a reason, and there's a door camera and a ring right there for a reason. I need my bag. I would like to know you're out here. Thank you. So anyway, I was not feeling like myself. I felt like one of those people on the Snickers commercial. Until I had a Snickers, I was better. But overall, the trip was great. I definitely would do it again. It was very reasonable. I didn't, feel like I was spending a whole lot of money. A lot of things I did. It was what I wanted to do. I was on my own time. I didn't set an itinerary except for the swamp tour, because you got to pick a time for that. And I really had fun on my own time, as I always do in my own company. So, yes, you guys, that was my trip. Yay. And by it being my birthday, I am excited, again, like I said, to go out and be able to have a good time this evening, spend time with the people I love, and to just definitely celebrate another year, as far as of life. It's a blessing to make it here, especially where this is being the 45s, so definitely thanks for rocking with me. Thank you again for tuning in. Make sure you follow me, subscribe, like, and share. And I'll talk to you all next week, where I'll have a topic, not more so, of course, of my trip, but I did tell you that I definitely would come back and let you know how it all went down. So you guys have a great weekend. Bye.